This judge was fed up with this vile mother's fake allegations just to cut the father out, so he shut her down in the most brutal way possible.
So are you in agreement with all of those terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe they're in the best interest of your son?
No, ma'am, but they told me that he has no say-so in it. His concern is being around his father's family, his brothers, because my son has a stepdad that is Jonathan's family feels as though he shouldn't call him dad. So there's been threats made that they're going to beat my son up, they're going to jump him until he recognizes who his real dad is.
Has Mr. Ingram made those threats himself?
Not within the last 2 years, but he has my son in his chest based on him calling another man dad. Yet, but he has not made those threats in the last 2 years.
That's not true.
We'll get to you in a minute, Ms. Reed.
Okay, yes, sir.
But I do have safety concerns. I'm not sure because we haven't had contact, but there's been concerns with child endangerment in the past. When his other kids were younger, he was charged with child endangerment. So I want that to be noted. I did drop my son off over there, and he came home with mom, my dad in my chest, and he told me not to call my dad. And how do you tell a child, somebody that's been there for them, like he should have the freedom to choose who he wants to call dad? And when that father figure's been there, and that's all it's been. And I feel like my son is just being, I think he's
okay.
And fucking dad.
Miss Martin, have you ever made threats towards your son or towards Miss Martin regarding the stepfather?
Never.
Has your family made any threats?
No, I have not made any threats. My family has not made any threats. So I don't know what the waterworks is about and everything like that. But then just to put on the record, when she said I got charged with child endangerment, I've never got charged with child endangerment. You can check my record right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. So
that seems a little excessive, like a lie. I don't want to call her a liar.
There hasn't been any proof that you've given me, Ms. Martin, that any of this has happened. We're not talking about a 1-year-old child. We're talking about a teenager. So there's no reason for me to do supervised visits or limit Mr. Ingram to only visiting in Dallas, Fort Worth area. That's kind of unreasonable. You're trying to allege child endangerment. You haven't presented any documents to show me that anything has actually happened either. So I'm not taking that into account.
I've asked multiple times how I got the proof or text and everything, and they say the judge will give you an opportunity to give it to him in court, but it keeps getting continued. So how was I supposed to give you proof prior to today?
Well, you should have emailed the court. You could have had it saved on your computer. You could have presented it through your computer. There's a lot of ways you can.
Okay, so how do I show this? How do I show this? The judge is going to give you a chance in court, but I'm not saying that you did
I've already
anything
addressed it,
wrong.
ma'am. I'm here to argue with you. I've already told you I can't give you legal advice.